We've come this far, but I think our luck is about to run out. We're going to be running up against midnights. So I'm going to have to check, probably in the next day, to see if our employees are actually strong enough to deal with midnights or not. But I also think we're going to be running up against some issues because there are very few abnormalities I specifically want now. I could get Della Luna. That one has the cane, if I'm not mistaken, that will do a bubble. It does dark damage bubble if you hit something with it. So that one's not bad. I definitely don't want your bald. Not that it really is a bad one to deal with, but there's really no benefit to having it, and the nameless fetus is kind of just meh at best. So let's re-extract and see what we can get. Scarecrow sucks, only because you have to have half stats working with that one. Porcubus might be our best bet with this. I might even rewind. In fact, I'm thinking I might just rewind. I guess let me grab Porcubus because I don't remember exactly what's bad about this one. I think it's just not good is the problem. Not that it's necessarily all that bad. If it sucks too bad, I will just stop here, rewind, and grab a different one. SP plus 10, that's not bad. That would be okay. Especially any of my, like, hit squads. They need increased sanity points. When work result was good, quip bluff counter increased. When work result was bad, it decreased. When employees with temperance level 3 or lower had a good day, they died. Employees with temperance 3 or lower will receive massive white damage from Porcubus's attacks when it escapes. And Porcubus was unaffected by any attack dealt to it from outside of its reach. So it's not bad, actually. You just have to have max level agents deal with it. And I've got news for everybody. I'm not going to have any half stats by the time we get to any of our suppressions. I refuse. I don't know. I guess I'll leave this one in here. But I'm looking more for Knight of Despair, King of Greed, Crumbling Armor. Those 3 in particular. Another day down, I was grinding a little bit of the gifts. I got some of the masks, or I guess face, or mouth, or whatever. But the Crimson Scar from Red, because they're really good. Mainly for attack. Not so good for any other thing. I know eventually, in order to max them out, I'm going to have to go past Dusk and Midnight. So, but I don't want to push past that until I figure out what abnormalities we're going to get. Because if I'm rewinding, there is no point to me maxing everyone out. Knight of Despair. I have to have that one. That's good, because I'm going to give the Silver Mist that one. So far, so good. This is kind of... It's getting to the point now where I kind of, sort of, have a good idea of where everyone's going to end up. I'm still haven't gone through and swapped out all the E.G.Os, though. I do need to make sure I do that eventually. Because, I mean, when we're all maxed out, I should be using all of the olive stuff. I currently am not. But I just kind of throw on whatever sort of looks good up toward the top that I can put on them. So you just kind of like that. I just kind of glance at them. And then I level up a few, and then we move on to the next day. I just wanted to give you a little glimpse behind the curtain. If I were to give Posey the adjustment Roomba, it cranks Justice. Plus 44, plus 56 on an already 106. That's insane. So let's see how fast they move. Also, the Silver Mist. Now, the Silver Mist doesn't actually get that big of a jump in stats because of the heart, but I want the Silver Mist to have the heart. And that is because... Where is it? Is it in here? I guess not. I'm going to have to go up here and show you. But anyway, the heart is really good for attacking, and that's because their attack speed goes way up. And they have increased HP. Her HP's already insane, so that helps a lot. And then their attack speed goes way the heck up there too. So that is a 33 and a 35. Now, the only thing that's really missing on this is, I guess, the mouth? Yeah, I have a plus 2 SP instead of having the Crimson Smile from Little Red. But that's okay, because as soon as they attack, their stats are going to go through the roof anyway, again. And on top of that, I'm giving her the Knight of Despair's Blessing, which will have red, white, and black damage and it will double pale damage. So not exactly great when it comes to the pale damage, but I mean, plus 39, plus 37 with an already stacked stats anyway, feels pretty good. Oh, it didn't even go. It didn't even go. So if she would have had an even higher increase in stats, if the King of Greed's weapon would have triggered. Oh, well. I wanted to see it. You can imagine it, okay? Things... Oh, hold on. There's another one up here. I probably should just attack this with someone else because it would just be faster. But yeah, I should do that. Otherwise, Popote is going to go nuts. I really, really wanted to see what these numbers would turn into. Actually, it gets to a point where I'm not sure I can really tell the difference. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know what the difference is between like a 108 attack and a 200 attack. It does not feel like there is that big of a step up. I know there is. Damage per second, our DPS, is actually higher. But I can't visualize that. I can't determine which one is actually better if I look at them side by side. It just, my brain does not compute that kind of... I think it's probably the numbers. Like, if you look at the numbers, I think the attack animations are pretty much the same time for both of them. It just spews out way more numbers. So maybe that's what I'll have to pay attention to. Regardless, though, we're doing damage, and that's all that matters. A lot of it, and that's all that matters. I guess what I'm saying, long story short, or I guess for my case, short story very long, I'm working diligently to try to make each one of like my hit team really strong as I can make them. Because I know that even though they're getting pretty strong and they're getting up there in damage output, I still don't think I could take on the purple Midnight. That's a problem for future me, though. Right now, me needs to go to the next day. Like I said, last day that we're going to be doing this before noon. Yang, what are you doing here now? I'm going to re-extract. Huh. Darn you. You've caught up to me. People were saying that they're not sure if I should have been able to skip Yang like I did. Well, it found me. It's just weird I didn't have to take that one last time. Here it is. Our first... Well, I know we've dealt with a Midnight before. It was the green one. But this is our first legitimate Midnight. I am terrified because I remember how scary this one is. The Eternal Meal. It's like a worm thing that comes out of the ground. I don't remember how fast it is, but I know it hits all the quote-unquote safe places. I moved all of our half stats up into the main area. Forget which one this is called. Control team. I moved it up to the control department. I have all of our full stats. They were all scattering on purpose because I knew this was going to hit somewhere. But I didn't realize it was going to hit in here. Otherwise, I just left them in there. They can tank that. No big deal. In fact, get your butts back in there and deal with it. I don't know where they're going. Oh, clerks are going to be a problem. I didn't think about that. Okay, you need to have good days. A lot of good days with our big bird. Otherwise, that's going to be a problem. I also moved all of our full stats up here into the central area. I think that's the information department. And they're all going to be moving into training pretty quickly. How are you guys doing? Actually, you guys didn't take much damage at all, so you're fine. Basil will be decreasing this thing's resistance to red damage. I forget. Oh, good. It takes red damage pretty normally anyway. Oh, buddy, you are screwed. So I think I'm going to go through and like manually select who I want to attack different areas. And I think that's going to start with our central command. And then my disciplinary team, they're all going to be working on this lower one. Because there's only 2 of these big ones. I think, if I remember right though, I think that they actually will spawn some of the medium-sized ones, which our half stats can deal with. In fact, they predominantly were the ones who dealt with the last outbreak, or ordeal, I should say. So I'm thinking if I can keep this slowed, it won't spawn new things, and they'll hit it harder. Like, it'll be staying here longer so they can hit it more. Now, whether or not that's actually, factually what happens, that I don't know. But I'm hoping slowing it means that it won't recover as quickly. Boy, that sucks. About that. Posey? Hurry up. Oh, crap. How's this doing up here, you guys? How are you guys? Oh, you're doing fine. You're attacking the food. Oh, God, they just obliterated the food chain pretty quick. There should be some healers up here, too. Yeah, the healers should be helping. Why are they not helping? Why is this happening? Why are they taking so much damage? How many of these popped all at once? You know what? Why don't you attack this? Attack the food chain, not the big one. Because you single-handedly should be able to deal with that. Ow. Oh, it moved. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, guess what, guys? You are attacking this now. Stay away from it. My poor little half stats. I also need my full stat team there to move. And I guess this full stat team can actually deal with these. I don't know where the other one moved to. Because I'm only seeing one. So I think the next one's actually going to move up into here. Yeah, because this already moved. So this one's going to pop up here. This one's going to pop up there. I want them to deal with this, and then I'm going to move them up after they've dealt with this. And finally, Posey's decided to join the fight. Slow this one down. So it's going to be a lot of cleanup. We're going to get this done, but it's going to take a while because I have to clean up all the little ones. No, it says Johnson died. Who's Johnson? No, it was a half stat. How'd you get in there? Buddy, what are you doing? Don't do that. How about that? What do I... Obviously, I have them mixed in with some of the other ones. Oh, you're down here. No. Let's put them... What are they all doing? Go here. Stay out of the line of fire, please. I appreciate you guys putting your bodies on the line here, but don't. Don't do it. Oh, wait. Oh, no, Big Bird's fine. I thought maybe the second trumpet had sounded and Big Bird was about to get out, but I think no. I don't know what's stopping it, if I'm being honest. I don't care. Whatever is happening is going okay. Uh-oh, that's not good. Uh-oh, that's not good. Uh-oh, that's not good. Uh-oh, that... all of that's not good. So, we have to retry the day. However, moral of the story... My hit team is still not invincible. Oh my god. It was all of them except for the Silver Mist. Oh, hold on. How close to death are they? Oh yeah, that's pretty dead. If I... On a scale from 1 to dead, that's at least a 10. That is like 10 dead. Oh, you know why they survived, don't you? They would have died too. Except they had the gift from the Night of Despair protecting them. That's half damage. They took half damage. Put that into perspective. And they're almost dead. Everyone else was screwed. So you cannot be in the same room when this thing pops up. You can be in there when it opens up and like spews out all the medium-sized ones, but you do not stand on top of it when it bites. And after the next day, we have the crumbling armor. This is perfect. Flawless. Day 30, and I now have everything I wanted except for the King of Greed. If I had the King of Greed, I would have all of the different abnormalities I was aiming for, and then I would have to pick a few olives that I want. I'm thinking probably the pile of bodies, or the mountain of bodies. Obviously King of Greed, it gives me an olive weapon, so that's good. But I don't know what other ones I would want. Not the Silent Orchestra, not Army. Blue Star is a decent one. What other ones are there? I definitely want the White Knight eventually, but I'm not sure if I want it this early. I guess I could take Censored. Censored wouldn't be all bad, or Mimicry. I guess I'll take Mimicry, King of Greed, Pile of Bodies, Censored. Those ones for sure I think I want. I'm still not ready for Midnight yet, and I think that has something to do with just our just our numbers. Our numbers alone are just not there. I think once we kind of get to the point where I have these next departments opened up, or like Hakma's and Bina's department, and I fill all of those with maxed out agents, I think I would have enough numbers I could handle a midnight ordeal pretty easily then. And with this, we move on to our next memory repository. We have established a pretty... Oh no. Huh. I don't want burrowing heaven, that's for sure. Big and Will Be Bad Wolf will not help me. Dare Frey Shoots is here. I have to reroll and try to get King of Greed. I don't want Derv. Big and Will Be Bad is not good. I'll take Funeral of the Dead Butterflies, I guess. That's not a troublesome one. I'm confused, though, because the last one was supposed to be a memory repository. I didn't see anything about that. So is this one supposed to be the memory repository? Day 32? Because I had to end day 31? There should be a big hubbub, a big thing that says, like, it goes off and tells me, hey, memory repository. And it's all blue. What happens if I memory No, day 31. Okay. So I could, if I wanted to, I could go back. So let me take a look at this one. I think I kind of want this. Solemn Lament, right back. HP +1, SP +1, success rate, work speed, movement speed, attack speed. Yeah, that's pretty good. As far as gifts for a low tier abnormality go, this is really good. Now, hold on a second. The above phenomenon also occurred when an employee fortitude 4 or higher finished work with the Funeral of the Dead. That's right. This one has to have 3 exactly. Huh. Well, I'm not going to throw a half stat in there, so I think what I'll do is I'll just let this thing get out. The unfortunate thing about that is that means Red's going to go nuts with this thing. Actually, before I do that, let me try something. I'm going to go back to the main menu. I want to see White Knight because I need to see if their gift is left back. Because if I can get left back and right back, then I'll keep it. Left back! So, yeah, that's left back. That's insane. Just to double check, that said left back. Now, where's the butterfly? Right back. Cool. And I think those are the only 2 that do back. So I want this and the White Knight. That combination will give me +11 to everything. That's actually insane. That's crazy. Whoa. Whoa. What? What is this? I'm guessing that this is the thing I'm going to have to suppress. Apocalypse Bird. Oh, when did this show up? It probably showed up when I got all 3 of them. I was told before I do it, I'm supposed to read the different stories. That's why I've been like holding off on reading them. I am so tempted. Okay, I have to click on it. I just have to see. The big bird's eyes imprisoned light. The long bird's arms concealed time. The small bird's beak whispered endlessly. It's immune and immune and immune and immune and no associated E.G.O gifts. You can do work with it. What? How? How do I get this thing? Also, it has a weapon and a suit. That's insanely powerful. It's called Twilight. The red, this weapon by itself is just insane. That's crazy. But also, this gear, people were saying that the suit was probably the second best suit of all time. It is. Look at that pale damage. There is nothing that has these kinds of stats besides the White Knight gear. And I'm sure that these also have some sort of weird description thing where I get healed up on impact or something. Or if you're at full health, do crazy, like, long-range thing. I don't know. But what I do know is that this is incredibly powerful. This is incredibly powerful. And this is going to be a nightmare. Oh, that scares me. So I need to do that. I have to do that. But I have to do that later. There's no chance I'm doing it right now. I'm going to keep Funeral. I'm looking for King of Greed. We have Crumbling Armor already. That's locked. I wanted it. I have it. I'm going to wait until the suppressions, and then I'm going to give the light to both Posey and the Silver Mist. I'm going to give it to Nicole, too. So I'm looking for a White Knight, too. That's going to just make all of our outfits that much better. And this left back is going to be insane. So now I have a goal. And since we're past the other memory suppository, I think I'm going to leave it here. And then the next one will be our last one before the suppressions begin. So thank you so much for watching this one. Look forward to those. And remember to take care. And goodbye!